Hey, I welcome you to the videos about Panama. We want to help you to save time, money and energy in this area, and today we speak about the Emberás. I'm here in Punta Chame. It's a very small little beach town, and I help here in a kite school as a kite instructor, and meanwhile I explore Panama. So let's start. Imagine this. 1 hour ago, you're in Panama City, skyline, traffic, noises. Now you're sitting in a traditional wooden canoe. Monkeys screaming somewhere in the trees, and a man in loincloth steering up the river. We will show you what a day there actually look like and explain the history behind it, tell you what it costs, understanding the value, history and background. Let's start with something what really stuck with us. Not just what we saw, but why it is the way it is. The Emberá originally comes from the Darien region from eastern Panama and the Chaca area in Colombia. They lived in this area for centuries, long time ago, before this country is called Panama or Colombia. Several centuries ago, some families moved closer to Panama City and settled down close to the river. So I had to stop for a short kite session. There was a bit of wind, now I have a different look. Yeah, and I'm happy again. I'm smiling again. So let's continue. The Panamanian government declared the area to a protected zone, the Chagres National Park. And that meant the Emberás were suddenly not allowed to hunt anymore. No clearing land for farming, no cutting down trees, just fishing was permitted. Think of this for a second. You lived in a forest for generations. That forest is a supermarket, your pharmacy, your home. And then a rule changed and the forest is protected. That was a hard time, a hungry time. But then the first adventure tourists starting showing up. And slowly, tourism starting the primary resource of income. What moved it most? They could have been bitter, closed off. Instead, they now share their culture, their language, their music. And in doing so, they found a new way to survive. Okay, so what actually happened during a visit? You will be picked up from a bus about 1 hour north from Panama City. On the way, our guide taught us the first words in the language from the indigenous, the Emberá. Hello to a woman is mira huera, to a man is mira mera. Sounds simple, but when you arrive and greeted the children, using those words, the reaction was insane, warmer and so open. They take you on the hand and they want to dance with you. They are curious about your shoes, they are curious about some bracelets what you wear. You're making a real effort to meet them and where they are. Then the boat. You board a traditional dugout canoe carved from a single tree trunk and head up to the Chagres River. It's wobbly, it's beautiful real, and by the time you arrive at the village, you already feel like you enter in the Amazonas or in other world. The tribe welcomes you with traditional dance directly by the stairs. There's standing a lot of women and men with drum. The tribe welcomes you with traditional dances and musics, drums and flutes, just by the stairs where you arrive with the boat. And it's a beautiful environment, the flowers and colorful dresses. Then the tribal chief welcome you and gather you to one of the palapas, one of the open houses with the bamboo leaves up on stilts, and explained how does the life in the community there works. Very interesting. Why the houses are on stilts? Protect. How they purified the water. And then there comes one of the most fascinating parts, the tattoos. The Emberá, well known for the jaguar body painting. A natural black dye made from the jungle fruit. It symbolizes beauty, protection and identity. If you want, you can get a traditional design painted on your skin. They invite you to share the culture with you. Ours lasted about 2 weeks and I really regret that I didn't ask them to make more. After that, traditional food, grilled fish, wrapped on banana leaves, patacones, fresh fruits, and then dancing. And this time you are invited to join them and to dance with them together to the traditional drum. It's more one of the most important things we understood. The handcraft, what they sell, it isn't just a tradition from them. It's something developed to have an income. It's a very time-intense work. What they share with you, the Emberá are known for their incredible detail woven baskets. I have to read it. It's from Chungua palm leaves. Wood carving from cocobolo hardwood, and figures carved from jaguar seeds. So in the end you have a lot of variations in front of you. You would not believe that it's handmade. So they show you the raw material and what they made out of it. And they mostly use just wood, what they find in the river, what natural fall down. It's forbidden to cut the trees. Now to the practical stuff. We paid around about $50 for the guide, plus $30 entrance of the village. So it's all in one $80. That's not nothing, but it's included transport, a guide, the boat ride, and a full cultural experience. $40 you can save actually when you go there by Uber or you share with your friends car rent. But we have to say the guide was so amazing. Just let us know these details, what made it so much more special for us. So you can save $50 if you skip the guide, but you will have a better understanding of the tribe when you have a guide on your side. If you book through Explore and More, they normally give us 10%, and when there are bigger groups, then we can save €10 for each person. We have done a lot of cultural tourism on our travels. Some of it feels authentic, and a lot of it doesn't. These are real Emberá people living in real villages, community trying to preserve the traditional way of life. And they have turned these moments of focused adaptation, losing the right to hunt, to farm, to use the forest, the way they always did it, into a bridge between their world and ours. That openness left a real expression to us. If you visit Panama City and you just have time for one activity outside, let it be this. Have you visited the Emberá or are you planning to? And if this video helped you, hit the like button. Now I say it the first time in my career. And we are still in Panama, sharing everything we learn. If there's something what you're curious about as well, please write it in the comments. Let me know what videos we can make next, what is really helpful for you.